October 2011, a Bloomberg interview. The question, was BYD, a little-known Chinese carmaker, any threat to Tesla? Musk laughed. "I don't think they have a great product," he said. "I don't think it's particularly attractive. The technology is not very strong." He added that BYD faced serious problems even in its home market of China. At the time, that was the consensus. BYD's cars were cheap, rough around the edges, and easy to dismiss. Musk wasn't wrong to think so. He was simply saying what most of the industry already believed. Fast forward. By late 2023, for the first time, that same company outsold Tesla in battery electric vehicles. Not in one country, globally. By 2025, it wasn't close. 1.61 million battery electric cars sold in the first 9 months, against Tesla's 1.22 million. So how did almost everyone get this so wrong? Not in a spreadsheet. In a lab, inside a test most batteries never face. Picture a steel nail. A technician drives it straight through a fully charged battery. In most electric cars, a puncture like that can trigger thermal runaway, a chain reaction that ends in fire. Temperatures over 500 degrees, smoke, flames. This one didn't even reach 60. The battery came from the same company Musk had laughed off. The answer starts with a man who grew up with almost nothing. Wang Chuanfu was born in 1966 in a poor farming village in Anhui Province, one of 8 children. He was orphaned during high school and raised by his older brother and sister. There was no fortune behind him, no connections, just talent and an obsession with chemistry. He studied metallurgical physical chemistry, then earned a master's degree in Beijing. By 1993, he was running a battery company in Shenzhen. He noticed something the rest of the industry was ignoring. Japanese firms were phasing out old battery technology right as mobile phones were about to take off across the world. In 1995, at 29, Wang borrowed roughly 250,000 yuan from his cousin. He founded a company with an almost naive name, Build Your Dreams, BYD. Charlie Munger would later call him a mix of Thomas Edison and Jack Welch, a genius, a workaholic. Wang himself put it more simply. Most of what BYD builds isn't invented from nothing. It's studied, refined, and made better. That philosophy was about to take BYD somewhere nobody expected. B's first battle wasn't cars, it was batteries. Japanese giants like Sony and Sanyo dominated the market. BYD couldn't afford their automated factories, so Wang did something unconventional. Instead of robots, he used cheap, abundant labor. Instead of inventing from scratch, he reverse-engineered existing designs and built them for less. It worked. Within a decade, BYD was making batteries for Motorola and Nokia. By the early 2000s, it was the world's largest maker of mobile phone batteries. Then, in 2003, Wang made a decision that stunned everyone. He bought a failing, state-owned car company. Investors panicked. BYD's stock collapsed. A battery maker buying a car factory made no sense to anyone but him. Wang's logic was simple. Gasoline engines were 100-year-old technology. China would never catch the West or Japan at that game. But electric cars reset the board. If the car of the future ran on batteries, and BYD already knew batteries better than almost anyone, why not build the car around them? Early models were rough. The F3 was practically a copy of a Toyota Corolla. But in 2008, BYD released the F3DM, the world's first mass-produced plug-in hybrid. It was a signal. This wasn't a side project anymore. That same year, something happened that gave BYD instant credibility. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway paid $232 million for a stake in BYD. The idea came from Charlie Munger, introduced to the company by investor Li Lu. Munger didn't see a speculative gamble. He saw something rare, a profitable, self-sufficient manufacturer led by an obsessive engineer. He called it, in his own words, a damn miracle. That investment would eventually be worth close to $9.5 billion at its peak. But the money almost didn't matter as much as the message it sent. If Warren Buffett's partner believed in this unknown Chinese carmaker, the world had to take it seriously. Credibility was one thing. Building cars that could actually compete was another. And BYD's real advantage was still hiding inside its own factories. Most car companies depend on thousands of outside suppliers. Each one takes a cut. Each one adds delay. BYD did the opposite. It builds roughly 75% of its own components in-house, its own battery cells, its own semiconductor chips, its own electric motors. When a global chip shortage crippled car factories worldwide in 2021 and 2022, BYD barely flinched. It made its own chips. This total control let BYD move fast. While legacy automakers often take up to 4 years to design and launch a new car, BYD does it in 18 to 24 months. Then, in 2020, came the Blade battery. Most electric car batteries rely on nickel and cobalt for extra range. But that chemistry carries a higher fire risk. BYD chose a different path: cheaper, more stable lithium iron phosphate. Long, thin battery cells, packed edge to edge, like books lined tightly on a shelf, not boxes with gaps between them, replaced the bulky modules other batteries need. The result? Over 50% better use of space and range that finally matched the industry's best. That's the battery from the nail test. Put a standard nickel-cobalt battery through that same test, and it can catch fire within seconds. The Blade battery barely gets warm. Much of the industry, Tesla included, has since shifted toward this same chemistry. BYD didn't just build a safer battery, it pushed the industry to follow. With the technology proven, BYD had one problem left. One of the world's most important car markets didn't want it in. BYD's manufacturing is so efficient it can sell a profitable electric car, the Seagull, for around $12,000. No American automaker can currently match that price. It's exactly why the United States decided to keep BYD out. In May 2024, the Biden administration imposed a 100% tariff on Chinese electric vehicles. Officials cited job losses and cybersecurity risks, since modern EVs collect enormous amounts of data. Today, BYD sells no passenger cars in America. So BYD went everywhere else. Overseas sales surged 145% in 2025, past 1 million vehicles. It built its own fleet of car-carrying ships, including one capable of hauling 7,000 vehicles at once. To dodge European tariffs, it started building factories directly inside Hungary, Brazil, Thailand, and Indonesia. None of this came without cost. A brutal price war back home cut BYD's profits by nearly 19% in 2025, forcing 100,000 job cuts even as sales hit record highs. The company still lags Tesla in self-driving software, and it's now racing to close that gap through partnerships with chipmakers like NVIDIA. But go back to that nail, punched through a battery that refused to catch fire. That single moment captures the whole story. A poor farmer's son who believed batteries, not engines, were the future. A company that built almost everything itself instead of trusting the world to hand it victory. It also answers the question this story opened with. Musk's laugh in 2011 wasn't dishonest. It just came years before he'd revise it, calling BYD's cars highly competitive. BYD didn't beat Tesla by outdreaming it. It beat Tesla by outbuilding it. One component, one factory, one battery cell at a time. And the nail proved it could take a hit and keep going. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this.